Hey, how is it going? I just wanted to post another blog and share some insights with you in a poem. It's November 11th, 2011, and here in Canada it's Remembrance Day. A day to remember all of the lives that were lost for my freedom in this country, for our freedom in this country in the past, all the soldiers, men and women who fought bravely in World War I, World War II, and the war in Iraq and Afghanistan at this present moment. And also to thank our neighbors and friends and families, to remember them and to feel gracious and kind towards them on this day of remembrance. It's very gloomy and a little chilly today, and it has a little air of sadness to me. I'm going through something, and I have a poem that I want to share with you. It's quite long, and hopefully it won't be too dark for you. I wrote it a couple months ago, and it's just about what it feels like to be an artist, I think, for me at least, sometimes in a really odd way. I think that it's a little bleak and dark, and I'm going to share it with you. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. So here we go. It's called Journey to the Light. Deep pain, deep pain squeezes me ruthlessly, pushing its double barrel down my trembling throat. Down to the bottom, overturning all the spaces left empty, turning and uproaring the mind-bending, altering effects of time. Deep down under the belly of me, under my only lingering piece of hope left untampered, hanging innocently free, the deep dark beast lingers in the watery caves of my gut, picking and prodding the abysmal shadows cast forth on the slanted and deranged markings of my soul. The barriers along the inside of me, the calloused walls, the mucused rocks and carnage flames. The beast sprays its boiling blood, blotting, scratching, tearing with its forceful charm, painting its works and hieroglyphics on the inside of me, leaving his mark on me and in me forever and ever, leaving me internally and forever scarred. Erosion of my soul, purification of the immortal gods, coming ever closer, ever more still, until there is nothing but an emptiness so grand that what was once a dwelling of warm tropics and Amazonian delight is now a cold, bleak sheet of nothingness. Nothingness, deep down nothingness. Deep down, somewhere in the dark abyss of fury and suffering, my soul is split in two. Deep down, my conscience partly searches with burning flame and lava glow, diffusing desires for the truth that lie amidst the bottomless pit of my destiny. Willing and wishing itself further and further, moving in the blackness, sweeping its leathery tail and scales in the thick muck and goo. Moving furies within, internal realms of my being, sifting layers of embalmed blackness, conceal the buried treasures within me. Running deeper down, slowly trembling forever and ever deeper and deeper. There, in the twilight of time's ticking beat, in the well of fortune, down in the tombs and catacombs that echo with deranged, fossilized fury, deep down, under the swelling of my heart, beneath the rock of fleeting illusion, lays the peace, the morsel of gold, the shimmering token of truth. In the mine of my gut, in the deepest, most distant outreaches of my inner landscape's lonely being, where my conscience belies itself, where it shall seek refuge for all eternity, forever and ever, away, deep down, where the pain is real and the joys and lights pure as the first breath of air, pure like the water that drops from God's fingers and angels' tongues, pure like the monsoons that trickle from heaven's terrace, pure like the crystal castles, powdered white hills, and frozen icicles of the great poles, searching and searching along the inners of my innermost self, squandering in the mud, the stench, the dirt, and numbing paradise of my solitary bliss, my youthful, disgruntled, misguided fortune, my utopia of blasphemy. I strut the long and uncharted path down the slopes of endless steepness, a measure not known to man himself. Scoring feet, stepping one in front of the next like the peasant mocking the coming of a new age, a slave along the lines of eternity, pushing my stock of cattle and rice, stopping with tired eyes and planting down for a rest next to the slimy wet wall of my soul. With my hands cold, pruned and calloused, I stop next to the watery dwelling where my soul cries forth its lonely desires, the juices spitting forth in the piercing coldness, glowing in the empty hollows, flowing away deep, deep down, exuding its holy substance into the soils of my inner pores, pooling and collecting sedimentary collections of letters and numbers, tepid pictures and memories flowing through me and down me into the deepest and furthest reaches of my thin veins. The aortic fountain of my soul pours forth its tepid truths and lets the downstream of my conscience carry itself wherever it may go, deep, deep down into the soul of my mind, deep down under the belly of that languid beast, under the jagged rocks and sharp swords of doubt, sifting and turning, churning and burning the stew of emotion, the soup of sex, of my heart's pulsing fury. Deep, deep down, forever searching for the whole of myself, reaching with my cane of foolishness into the abysmal infinity of my soul. So that is my poem for you for this blog. It's called Journey to the Light, and it's about the feelings and the experiences I go through when I'm searching for my emotion, my truth within me, trying to find my purpose in this world, this great world, trying to find my way, acceptance, expression. Those are the things I go through a lot, and it's hard, and it's also very liberating to be open and expressive as a human being, and to be accepting of others, and accepting of the truth that you experience in moments of life, from one moment to the next. And I hope this may be inspirational to you. I hope maybe it will turn you off and cause some sort of revolution inside of you or something. Who knows? It's what it is, and I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time. That's it for now. Take care.